Good morning, White Oak. It is great to see you today. I was so excited to see you in your classrooms and working hard and doing so well this morning. Let's stand for the pledge. Attention.
Salute the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And join us now for our morning song.
We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We'd like to say hello, hello. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We'd like to say hello, hello.
And now for our White Oak chant.
This is the way. Hey, we start our day. Hey, we have the knowledge. Hey, to go to college. Hey, but don't stop there. Hey, go anywhere. Hey, this is the way. Hey, we start our day. Hey,
1, 2, 3.
Happy New Year!
Thank you, friends. Everybody can have a seat. I have a few words of wisdom for you this morning. First of all, I want to welcome you back, and I want to tell you Happy New Year. This is a traditional time of year for setting goals. It's called making a New Year's resolution. When we make resolutions, we set goals for the coming year. Goals give our lives direction. They help us figure out where we're going and how we will get there. When we write down our goals, we're making a roadmap into the future. So today, I want you to take time to think about a goal and maybe write that goal down. And I want you to remember these words: climb high, climb far, your goal, the sky, your aim, the stars. Then put all those goals in a safe place. And when you start to get sidetracked or lost about that, then you can pull them out and you can remember where it is that you want to go and how you want to get there. But something to think about. This is Mrs. Evans reminding you of our motto. Say it with me. I am saved, I am a peacemaker, I am a learner. And I want to certainly welcome Miss Daniels' first grade class into Cubbie TV this morning and starting off our new year just fine. They're doing a great job, and I appreciate them and appreciate Miss Daniels. You see, I have a guest with me today. This is Dr. Rob Jackson. He is our superintendent. So Dr. Jackson, we were talking about resolutions and goals this morning. Do you have any that you've set?
I have, thank you. Good morning, everybody. I hope that you had an incredible holiday, and I also want to wish you a Happy New Year. Miss Evans, I've set a couple of goals, but one of the goals that's really important to me this year is to make sure that I take extra time to say thank you to everyone in my life for all the things they do for me. There's so many people who do things for me, probably just like you. Moms and dads and grandmothers and granddaddies and people who love us, who make our breakfast and ensure we have something good to eat, and who take care of us at night and welcome us with a smile, or bus drivers who say good morning to us, or teachers who stay late at night working to make sure our classroom is just right. I just want to make sure my goal this year is to say thank you more often. I think that's incredibly important for all of us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, today is a special day because it's the first day that we're back together, but it's also an early release. So, you know, you're the man that has to make that decision. And there's folks out there that are like happy that decision's made and some that aren't. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what goes into making that decision and why you make the decisions you make?
That's a great question, Miss Evans. So making a decision about early release or not having school or having school is one of the hardest things I do, but it's so hard because it's so important.
That's right.
Every decision is made based on keeping all of our students and our staff members safe, and so we have an amazing transportation department. Miss Goodwin works with all of our bus drivers, and they get up really early. In fact, this morning at 5 o'clock this morning, Miss Goodwin and I we're texting back and forth about the day and making decisions. We look at what the National Weather Service tells us about what might happen. We look at possibilities and percentages, and so when you're in math class, know that that's what we're looking at, the math behind the weather, and making decisions that will be in the best interest. And then we reach out to our law enforcement friends,
Right.
our sheriff's department and our police department, and they let us know what the roads look like when we've already had some precipitation. And so we use a lot of our friends in the community to help make a good decision. And the best decisions are made that way. It's not made by one person.
That's right.
But it's made with lots of folks giving lots of input. And so we try to make the best decision we can, and then as soon as I make that decision, I reach out to all the principals.
That's
So Miss
right.
Evans got a text message very early this morning so that she could begin putting together emails and communicating with the staff. And maybe you want to share some of the things you have to do once you hear from the superintendent.
Yes. So one of the first things I do is make sure that my office staff knows, or those who need to do something for us. This morning, it was Miss Chandra. I wanted to make sure that she put a sign out front for all the people who were being dropped off this morning. One good thing is the call was made early enough that we got that all call around 6:30 in the morning. And then I started texting with my fellow principal beside us, Miss White, because we share buses. So we have to coordinate everything. We have to coordinate when we go to lunch, what time the bus drivers are going outside, what time we start releasing, so all of those things are happening. And once your teachers start getting the emails, then they start working to revamp their lesson plans to try to pack as much as they can into just a few hours. So it's a lot that goes into it. Speaking of people trying to make decisions, one of the things that's happening today is that the Boys and Girls Club will be closed. So our office right now is working on that list and making sure that our friends know exactly where they're going to go after school, because those 70 or so students who go to Boys and Girls Club will be going elsewhere today. Most of them will be going home, but some of them will be going to grandma's house or an aunt's house. Also today, as we're speaking of that, teachers, if you haven't checked your email yet, please check your email for the early lunch schedule. As soon as we get one grade level through and get the lines restocked, we'll actually be making an all call for the next grade level and then the next, so we can go ahead and get your lunch taken care of. On early release days, we don't have cultural arts and we don't have recess, but you'll get all that time, teachers, in the afternoon. And Dr. Jackson had sent us a text this morning asking the staff to clear the buildings as soon as you can today, so that's in your email as well with some specific directions. Now I want to share that this month's PBIS award is going to be a carriage ride and hot chocolate. You might want to
I
come
think
up
I
with that
do.
one. Yeah, and bring Miss Renee. Y'all can have a beautiful ride around
I love it,
campus.
and hot chocolate.
Yes, yes. So I hope all of my friends are going to be able to participate in this. That means that you're going to do the right things. And let's see, this month, and we might have to adjust if we don't come to school the next few days, but you have to have 15 or more days on green or higher, okay? And making sure that you're not having those office referrals. Now, sometimes we mess up and we might have one, and Miss Evans has to look at that to see what the severity of it is. If it's just a little mess up, I'm going to let you get on the carriage ride. But if it's something major, you know, Miss Evans is going to be saying, messed up, got to try again next month. So let's do the right thing. Let's make sure we're clipping up. You got a short amount of time today, teachers, so let's be focused on helping them clip up pretty quickly today for all the good things that I know they're going to do. Cubbie Pause, we have Miss Chappell for organizing the Charlie Brown Christmas movie, and Miss Hardison for helping our class with a project for our parent gifts. On the buses, we have Ashley on 113, John on 117, Josiah Privet on 117, Montserrat on 126, Cirillo on 126, Logan on 129, Holton on 129, Jaden on 135, Makai Hines on 137, Major Elliott 138, Aubriana Beasley on 138, Camartres on 140, Deandra Winslow on 140. For the classrooms, and we're going to empty these because we're at the beginning of the month, but we knew we didn't have too many coming in over that Christmas break because we weren't here. So tomorrow, next day or Monday, whenever we come back after the snow, we'll have them emptied and they'll be new. Kanaja Bass Night, Miss Heather Copeland's class for going beyond purple. Caden Keat, Miss Powell's class for being a super worker. Harbor Tedrow, Miss Layton's class, awesome learner. Liza Twitty, Miss Faircloth's class, Cubbie Star. Talasia Privet, Miss Layton's class, completing homework. Raekwon in Miss Peel's class, reading the whole time at Read to Self. Haley Harris in Miss Nix's class for being good. Trayvon in Miss Walston's class, Cubbie Star. Jamil Ambrose, Miss Daniel's class, good listener. Mackenzie Farrell in Miss Perry's class, good job during independent reading time. And Reagan in Miss Powell's class, super worker. Let's stand and sing Go Be Awesome. Everybody dancing and singing, get that blood flowing this morning.
Go be awesome. Go be great. Go be fabulous. Because the world is waiting. You can do what you set your mind to. Just remember, be the awesome you. Oh, remember, yeah, be the awesome you. Awesome you.
Thank you, friends. I'll see you down in the hall and in your classrooms.